Hello. I'm going to tell you good evening because it's almost evening here where I am in the world. I want to say welcome to your Samhain Shaman journey. Now, I'm going to give you a few things to do. You might want to jot a few things down, but here, after I give you a few instructions, you're welcome to stop the video and gather your belongings. Suggestions for this would be to sit or lay in a very safe space. This is not something to do at work. If you're traveling, make sure you're doing it while you're in either your bed or hotel room or on the sofa. One of the best ways to do this is to lay down on your back. If that isn't comfortable for you, you may lay on your belly. You may also get yourself really cozy in a chair, but to the point to where like you're snuggled like a nest, almost in a cocoon. So if you want to, go ahead and stop the video. Go gather the things that you need. You're going to want to put on your coziest things, maybe your favorite hoodie or sweater, a good soft blanket, some pillows, and snug yourself up and get ready for a sweet little journey. Grab yourself something to drink. We'll be together for 20 to 30 minutes or so. Just be mindful, do not drive for 30 or 45 minutes after your journey to let your body come back in with itself and your mind and your soul together. So, take a minute and gather yourself. Grab candles if you'd like. Have candles lit. It's very quiet here. We're going to go through some small breathing practices to get ourselves ready. You're welcome to grab a journal, take some notes. So now, we're going to get ourselves together. We're going to begin. I'm going to take a few deep breaths in. Don't try to change or hone your breath. Just let it be. Let it come in. Just breathe. Now this will be the time that you're going to get your little itches and scratches and hitches out. So if you need to move around, if you need extra pillows, pause the video, put some underneath your knees, lay a weighted blanket on your belly, lay a bolster on your belly. If you would like to place something over your head, over your forehead, over your eyes, those can be very comforting. Like I said, we're just going to breathe right now. We're not really doing anything other than just kind of settling in. So just take a few more breaths. I have some Tibetan chimes that were given to me by one of my mentors. I'm going to ring these chimes 3 times to let us know that we're going to begin. At the end of the journey, I will ring them 3 more times to let us know that we will end. So we're going to get ready, and I'm going to chime us in 3 times. You're going to start to settle in and start to notice you're going to get a little heavier. You're just simply going to breathe in and out, and in and out. Maybe on your next breath, you notice that your belly starts to fill, and then out. And another breath that comes in, and your belly rises, and it goes back out. You'll start to notice that your belly rises, and that your navel will fall back down to your spine as you breathe out. Don't worry if your mind is racing, let it race. If you're worried about your grocery list, or you're worried about feeding your cat, or your dog, or your lists, allow them to be there. Allow them to be part of the journey. Take another breath in, fill your belly up, and let it go. Take a deep breath in and fill your belly. Now let it rise to your chest, fill up your lungs, and press it all out. Lungs, belly. Do that again. Take a deep breath in, belly, lungs, and exhale. Let it all out. Let's do that again. We go into our belly, into our lungs. It rises up into your heart. And exhale. Let it all out. Very gentle. And again, take a breath in. Your belly fills. Your lungs fill. Your heart fills. And you let it all go very gently. And just breathe. Just continue that pattern. Just a moment, fill your belly, fill your lungs, fill your heart, and exhale. Fill your belly, fill your lungs, fill your heart, and exhale. Just complete that pattern. Keep going. And on this next breath, as you start to breathe in, maybe you notice that a little light comes down into your navel and you let it out. And you'll notice that you start to pull a little light all the way down into your lungs and you let it out. Now you're going to pull that light down into your chest, into your heart, and let it out. Pull the light down into your belly, down into your lungs, and into your heart, and let it out and shine. Light into your belly, light into your heart, light now into your throat, and light now all the way up between your eyes. I skipped the lungs this time. Let's see if we can do it. So we're going to take a breath in. We're going to do belly, heart. We're going to go to throat chakra between the eyes. Do it again. Belly, heart, throat chakra between the eyes, and let it out. Belly, heart, throat chakra between the eyes, and let it out. This time, take a deep breath in and fill your lungs to capacity. Take another nip. Take another nip in. Fill yourself all the way up. Imagine that you're drinking yourself up like a straw. Fill yourself up. And release it all. Now you should be a little more settled into your space. Doesn't matter if you're wiggling. It doesn't matter if you need to itch or scratch. Just go ahead and do that. Get those last little sediments that need to settle down. We're going to go a little deeper now as we begin to go into your journey. Now, as you become a little heavier in the place that you are, as your sit bones begin to become part of the earth, as your shoulder blades begin to sprout roots, and your toes no longer feel as if they are yours. Your fingers begin to stretch out so high and so tall. You no longer recognize them, except that they still feel connected to you. You look up and you see that you are now a tree, strong and brave. And all of your colors have changed. From the bright verdant green to begin to yellow, into the saffrons, oranges, burgundies, and browns. And they begin to make a tapestry of color that fills the sky, fills the mountains, and eventually falls to the ground, leaving more room for the eye to see what is above through the limbs of the trees without the leaves. You recognize that there's more for you here, and you slowly stretch your arms, your limbs, and your legs out as you feel the ground around you, and you know that you have a journey to take. You hear someone calling you. You know it's time to go. You bring yourself back together. And you know that it's time to gather with the others. You make your way into your home, into the space that you live. You gather all of your tricks and your treats. Am I going to be a goblin? A mummy? A witch? Am I going to be a pixie? A soldier? A sailor on the high seas? A pirate? A king? A princess? A warrior? I gather my costume with all of my wares, very so proudly, as I've planned so carefully. Put this costume on, admire yourself in the mirror, and you make your way out the door, down the steps. You turn to your right at the bottom of the steps to admire your pumpkin carving. The orange lights you've displayed, the flashing glow of the iridescent purple that's coming out from underneath the bushes and the eaves. You admire your handiwork as you go on along the path to find your friends. You jump over a leaf. You jump over a stick. You jump over all of the broken cracks in the sidewalk. You giggle to yourself, for you know that All Hallows Eve is your favorite day. You look down at your bucket to see what kind of candy you think you will get. You make bets on it. Excitement. You hear giggling. 3 tiny goblins come brushing past you. A skeleton yelling, "Wait! I can't run that fast," as they all swish by you. The air smells of pumpkin spice, chocolate, and red vines. It smells of apple cider, popcorn, and caramel. It smells like smoke from a distant fire. And it feels like fall, and it feels like home. It feels like everything that was good in those moments in your lifetime. You spin around, you gather yourself a little more. So make your way on down the sidewalk. You turn to the right to admire the giant greenhouse up on the hill, the bonfire and the giggling. You can hear all of their party company still arriving. You look to your left. There are more houses, more people. A group dressed like the group from Scooby-Doo go rolling by. You see someone dressed like Norman Bates. You wonder how in the world he could look so much like the character in the movie. You keep going, you keep admiring. As you go on along, you go to a few houses. You collect the big candy bars. Who's got the king-size Reese's this time? And you make your way to the other house on the other hill. As you approach, you see people you know in the yard. Someone comes and they open the gate for you, for your hands are full. Their hugs, their blessings. Someone spins you around before you can even get to where you're going. You know that this place is full of friendship, love, and laughter. You go around to the backyard. There's a great big fire pit. There are people dancing and laughing. There's a fiddle player. Someone's even brought a stand-up bass, a guitar player, and an old-fashioned scratch board playing on someone's grandmother's washboard. You're handed a drink. You're reminded of what love is. You're reminded of what communing with others and sharing in the harvest is. You know that this is where your heart belongs, for you're a giver yourself. You walk slowly. You come around. There are people dancing. Someone takes your hand and spins you around. It's almost as if you were flying. Luck, love, and joy as everyone's feet pitter-patter around and squeal in laughter. Such joy in this time. You're invited up on the back porch where there's a card game. No one knows who's winning it all anymore. No one cares, for the ego has disappeared. It's just about luck and love. That's all. You make your way into the house. Someone offers you a bowl. You have a steaming bowl of soup and a hot piece of bread. And all you had to do was show up and be yourself. For in this time that you needed something to bring you joy, to bring you warmth, to bring you light and life, it was handed to you. It was gifted to you in light and love. You make your way through and you make yourself more comfortable in a little space on the sofa in the living room. You look around through the music and the laughter, through the voices, and you start to recognize some of those that are there. Are they ancestors? Are they loved ones that have passed recently? Are they loved ones that have passed a time ago? Are they loved ones that are still here on this earth that are calling for your attention? Are there sweet messages there for you? What do they say? What do they have for you? And what can you offer them in return? You know you can't stay here forever, though so comforting it is. If you could, you would stay right here in this warm spot, in this warm place, close to this fire, with all of these deceased and past loved ones. But you know that that's not possible. You know you must go. And so you tell each of them thank you. And you continue on your journey as you now make your way out of the living room. You're on the front porch. You make your way down the steps, and through the gate, through the fence. You make your way back home. You can see your home right up ahead. You take a moment to stop and spin and smell the night air again. You take a moment to be grateful and to integrate the messages you received. You turn to the night sky and you say thank you as you open up the gate that leads to your home. You make your way down the sidewalk, up the steps, and into the front door of your home. You will gently and slowly make your way back into the place where you are now. Where you'll begin to breathe in a little deeper. You start to move your fingers and your toes just a little. Move your head back and forth very gently. Take a deep breath in all the way into your belly and pull it out. Take a deep breath in, let it go all the way down to the tip of your toes and release it. Let's do that again. Take another deep breath in, pull it all the way down to your toes and release it. Do that one more time. Take another deep breath in, fill your belly this time, and now pull it down into your toes and release it all. Okay. I'm going to have you roll over to either your left or your right hand side, whichever is your favorite. Roll over. Make yourself a pillow with your little arm. Very gently. Just ever so gently and ever so slowly. Start to integrate slowly. This is the moment that you thank yourself for showing up. This is the moment that you are grateful for the magic that you have done for yourself and in your own body. If you can take your arm and push yourself up, sitting up, very gently begin to open your eyes. Well, join me with a closing. Take a deep breath in, pull everything up, and blow it out your mouth. One more time. Pull everything up and blow it out. Last time. Everything up. Hold, 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 and release. All right. There we go. Happy Samhain. Happy week of Samhain. Be gentle with yourselves. Know that you are the medicine. Okay. Happy journey, y'all. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.